welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Kristen. I'm from upstate New York, and I am a mom and a wife and a teacher by day, and I just enjoy finding pockets of time to create. So I was going to share today the Mildliner brush pens, and I had seen that they have a Mildliner no Moto ink for blending, like to get some blending effects with a pen. So I was going to just test those out today. And before that though, let's start out with, I have the 2025 Artist Almanac, a collage for fodder, resource, and daily calendar. Oh, and there is my buddy Gordie right on cue. Just shut the door. Okay, today is Friday, February 7th, and little things. I love that. The letters there, and this reminds me of spring, the green, and seeing the grass. I love ferns, but seeing the just the greenness. Yesterday we had a snow day. We had a lot of ice and like mixed precipitation, but we're on the downward slope and spring will soon be here. So this is a really nice reminder that spring is coming. And I like that idea of the little things, noticing those little things bring us joy. So I think what I'll do first is I had gotten these off of jetpens.com. They came in a set. This had the blue ink in it. I think it's 10 milliliters. I had taken these out kind of briefly to look at them, but kind of a cerulean blue, really sky blue, and then this was more of like a kind of a hot pink, and it's not filled up all the way, either of them were, so I was a little disappointed by that, but and like I said, they're only 10 milliliters, so there's not a lot of ink, but you also don't need a lot. It suggests that you only dip the nib in like a third of the way up, but I just thought these could give really cool effects. They suggest you only use the Mildliner brush pens with the ink, of course. I had showed in a previous video, and now I can't even remember what pen it was, but I had used the Artist Loft, the Michaels in-house brand Artist Loft watercolor ink that I had dipped some of my pens in and gotten a nice blending effect using that. Just need to be sure if you're doing that you're wiping the nib completely, cleaning it of the color, or it will like stain the nib. It will stay on there. So I just like to make sure I kind of get it all off. But if you're using this Mildliner no Moto ink, they suggest that you are only using their pens for it. So just something to keep in mind. So it came in a set of 3 with the ink. I also ordered 4 other pens just that I thought might be good for the blue or the pink ink. It was kind of this dark gray, and I don't think they have names. These are dual tipped though, which is nice. So they have the super fine and then the brush on one end. So I've gotten this dark gray, this kind of pink, corally pink color, and I have a lot of their super fine, their bullet tip pens for journaling that I had used before, and I really like them. I feel like they're a pretty good quality brand that I've enjoyed before, so I thought I'd probably like the brush pens for them. And then I got this kind of light powder blue and an orange. I thought maybe the orange would be kind of neat. So I was just going to show you what they look like, and then maybe we'll do like a side-by-side with the ink by dipping them. So let's just take out all of the colors. So this was what came with the blue ink. What's this? Kind of light gray color. The yellow, like a sun bright lemony yellow, and then more of like a medium pink, I guess. I don't know. And it came with the blue ink. They suggested those 3. Oh, okay, it does have the color on the back. Okay. Yeah, it calls it mild gray, mild lemon yellow, and mild fuchsia were the colors in this pack. With and it's a water-based marker and the water-based ink. Right, it says here, if the pen is stored with the ink remaining on the nib, the ink color inside the pen may change. So you want to make sure that you completely wipe the ink on before you cap it and leave it. Okay, so that was that set. Let's just do kind of rainbow order. And so that was the blue. And this was the pink ink. Came with kind of like purpley, a purple, kind of a periwinkle, and like a lime green. And they paired that with a pink ink. And they call that mild violet, mild dark blue, and mild citrus green. And mild baby pink is the name of the ink. Mild baby pink. And this one is mild blue ink. So mild blue, and this one is mild baby pink ink. I probably should have kept them by set, but I'm kind of putting them in like rainbow color order. But let's just look at what the colors look like, and then this might have been more than, okay, let's see. So this is the one I got separate, so I'm not sure what, I thought they had the color on the other ones. I don't see the color name, but I can look it up. That's kind of a nice, I really like that color pink. And then there is the dual tip on the other side there. And this is the orange. And now they're mild liners, so they are kind of like a highlighter. They're not super, I wouldn't say opaque or bright. They're water based, so they're not going to be like a permanent pigment that's gonna, if you leave it in direct sunlight, these are not light fast is what I'm saying. I don't think these would fade over time. Ooh, that's kind of a nice lemon yellow. And this was the citrus green. And I really like how these feel. They have kind of a nice bounce, and it makes it easier to just kind of pull back up with it. This was the, oh, this was the one I had gotten separately. It's kind of like a powder blue. But yeah, you can get a really thick downstroke and a pretty thin upstroke, and it bounces right up, like I said. This one they called, the mild, this was the mild dark blue, I think. Kind of like a periwinkle. It's pretty too. And that was the Mild Violet. Yeah, these are great. I am loving these too. Now these would be more of like a large brush pen though. If you're trying to do like smaller lettering, these are quite large. You can see the nib size is quite large, so you get a really thick downstroke here probably. Ooh, that's a nice pink. And I think that was the one I got in separately. And that's like the dark gray. Light gray. Yeah, I'm really enjoying these, and I love these rainbow colors together. They look really nice. So let's go through. Let's use the pink first. And we'll just kind of. I don't know if I want to do it with all of them or just the ones that I think might be. I think for the sake of time, I might pick some that I think. Okay, well, let's just dip in and see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna take the pink there. I'm gonna just dip it in. Oh, there's a little bubble, just a little bit. I said like a third of the nib, so not too much. So this is that pink. Ooh, cool. So it made it like lighter. And you can see the dark coming back in. Neat. So I mean, it didn't change a ton, but it, like the gradient on it, it's neat to see if you're doing a word. You'd really be able to see. I think that was all of it. It going from light to dark. Okay. And let's just test the orange with the pink. It's interesting. It doesn't really show up on it. Let's see what it looks like. I can't tell how much I put on. Oh yeah, no, it did, because it's like a really pretty peachy color. That's quite nice too. Let's see, I kind of expect the yellow to have more of a change, so let's see what the yellow looks like with the pink. Yeah, so that was a lemon yellow, and now it's pretty gold. But now the lemon's kind of coming back in. Oops. Let's just wipe it off, make sure. Okay. And I'll try the citrus green, the pink. That's interesting. It's more of a really light peach with the green there. That one actually probably has had the most like blending kind of effect. And the blue. This one I was thinking would be good to make purple. Let's see. Yeah, it's like cotton candy. That one's really good. That one's probably even better than the green. That's more what I was looking for. Whoops. To like blend. But I would say you kind of have to dip them pretty frequently, like if you're doing a word that, I shouldn't have done that on the paper towel. The nib. You can see that it kind of, but that's the point, for it to get close to, which actually I didn't even get back to the full original color. Ooh, that one's cool too. This one's nice. These are just really fun to use. They're easy. The brush pens are easy. I'm getting more of a thicker upstroke because I'm just, I think that's me, not the pen. And then this was the lighter purple that came with it. That's nice too. A nice light pink color. And then this, I think they called this like fuchsia pink. This like reminds me of Barbie, like Barbie pink. Kind of like a little lighter pink in there. And then, let's see, okay, I had the grays here. This was the dark gray. Not a huge change, and I feel like I remember reading somewhere about these before I got them, that if you put the darker color brush, like the nib, in, oops, if the ink is darker than the ink, that it can transfer the color to the, so want to be careful to pick lighter colors that aren't going to discolor the ink in the jar, which hopefully this was a light gray. Ooh, that one's actually really cool, like stormy, like sunset pink in it. Oops. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you just can see, you might need to dip more than once depending on how much you're writing with these. But so that's what they looked like in the original, and then with the pink ink on them. So let's just, we're gonna just flip another page into the blue, so it doesn't go on to that. And we'll just kind of do again all the colors, make sure they got all the ink off them. So this is what they're starting as. We got Gordie here. Oh. Still there. And lemon yellow. Citrus green. Oh no, what the heck? Got more Gordie here. I'm gonna ruin the nibs on my pens. It's that lighter purple. What do they call that? Mild violet. Mild violet and I really love these colors. And like I said, the pens are very bouncy. Dark blue. No, this is the mild violet. This was the dark blue. Or the mild dark blue. And then we had the fuchsia. And the dark gray. And then the light gray. Okay. So let's just see what they do with the blue ink here. Let's start with the red here. Yep, definitely a purple. I'm just gonna the scrap paper here. Just gonna make sure I've got the rest of the ink off of this one. And I've been using dotted paper or graph paper more. I had watched a video they had suggested for beginners to have that to like guide your lettering, which I have a really hard time. I think I've said in previous videos, I tend to, my writing slants up the page, so I need a ruler to draw out lines when I'm doing that. But they had suggested using dotted or lined, which even then I can't keep it in the line. It got big to small, but that's all right. Okay, so I think that's pretty much off there. So yeah, that was a nice gradient of the purple to, it really didn't get back to that color until I did it on the scrap paper, so I guess it does last quite a bit there. Okay, this is the orange with the blue. That's cool. It's like a sage green, actually. I was not expecting that. It's actually quite pretty. Gosh, got here's now it's just kind of like a lighter orange mixed in. I like that a lot. As you can see, I've got a little bit left on there that I want to just get off before I cap it. Okay. Let's try the yellow. Ooh, pretty. It made that look like a nice lime green. I like that a lot. Ooh, that's very nice. So yeah, I would say with these, if you can buy the ink separately on Amazon if you bought an ink and then just the primary colors, like a red, a yellow, and a blue. That's all you would need to make the secondary colors like that. Would be yeah, I actually really like that yellow, the lemon yellow. And that was one that came with it. And this one came with it too, the citrus green. Let's just see what that does. Blue. Huh. Doesn't look like I got anything on it. Oh, excuse me. Startled Gordie. Ooh, that's pretty too. It's like kind of like, it has a little hint of like aqua in it. Probably could have even put a little bit more of blue on it, but it's okay. Now I've got this like pale powder blue. Let's see what it does. Did I get any on there? Doesn't look like I got any on there. Let's try it again. Maybe it's the same color. It might be. It's funny. That's the blue with a, I'm dipping it in there. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I would say that's the same color as the, that must be the ink. Just to be sure. But yeah, I don't think anything came up, but yeah, so that one didn't really do anything. This light blue with a darker blue. Must not have been dark enough, I guess. The ink to, this was that mild violet that came with, now that came with the pink. That was with the pink set. Okay, so let's see what it does with the blue though. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, these are really nice, and the pens, like I said, themselves are great. Okay, a couple more here. This was the pale. That's pretty. That's like this color. And then the pink. And this was one that came in the set. This was the fuchsia. They called it a mild fuchsia. You got the same kind of, well, actually it's a little different purple. Ooh, very nice though. I love, this is a great one because it's got the, ooh, maybe I just haven't been pressing on the, it's hard enough to really get the, that's interesting because that was the best one I've seen. That's like exactly what I was looking for. Maybe this was operator error on some of these. Well, let's try the last two. We had the dark and the light gray with the blue. Let's see. And that lightened it a little. Got kind of a, and this is that Rhodia, Rhodia dot pad. It's a little small. I should have gotten a bigger size. It's 80 grams, 80 sheets, 5.8 by 5.8 by 8.3 inches. It says made in France. Yeah, I've heard really, really good things about this Rhodia paper. Very, oopsies, very, very smooth for using your pens on, so it's not ruining the nibs on them. They have dot like this. They have the graph, a graph paper, and they have lined paper. When I was looking, here comes the plow here. And this is our last one, is the light gray with that blue. Ooh, that's quite pretty. Easy. Alright, so this was the Mildliner. No Moto is the ink, and it's, this was the mild. Oh, there's Gordon. Here's the oh, I wonder what I had here on my papers, buddy. How'd that happen? Yes, you're so good. Oh, I better cap this ink though, or you're gonna dip your paws into it, and I'm probably gonna have some cat hair in there. Let's do that. Yes, we don't need that. You're saying hello to everybody. Yes, you're so good. You're such a good boy. You wanna go sit in your window? No. You're a good boy. Yes. You're so lucky. Mm-hmm. You go sit in your window. He's got his cat tree right next to the window here. Here you go, buddy. Okay, so that was the blue, and oh, he's back. He's not done yet. Yes, I know. You have your attention. I know. Yes. I'm trying to show him sometime. That's okay. You're cuter anyways, huh? Okay, so the blue, the light gray, the lemon yellow, and what else? The fuchsia, that pink. So actually, I think I would just stick to the colors that they have in the package. Oh, you're stretching. Clearly, they put them that way. They matched those colors with the ink for a reason. So I think I would probably just stick with those. I think those were probably, that was the, with this blue, this would have been what came in the package, was the lemon yellow, that fuchsia that came out so nice, and then the gray, which is cool too. It came out into be like a kind of a light aqua blue. So I think this set was great. I don't think you need anything other than those 3 pens. It comes with the ink. And then the other page, buddy. Let's flip back and show them the pink. This was the mild one with the pink. Beep, beep. Yes. Oh my goodness, I know. This was the, this came with a mild violet, the mild dark blue, and the mild citrus green with the baby pink ink. Yes. Oh my goodness. You're such a good boy. You were so helpful, aren't you? So let's pull out the colors that went with that one, buddy. Since you're not gonna let me write. Okay, so we'd have this, this, and green, citrus green. Yep. So again, I think that I would just stick with the colors. They made them as a set for a reason, buddy. Yep. They do carry more of these inks on Amazon, like I said, that you could buy individually. Okay, so this would have been, this is what you would have gotten in this package, was this one, which I think was this pen, and then this purple, and that was really nice. It's like cotton candy colors, and then citrus green, which that was nice too. I liked that. It had like a light peach, and I think you could probably get that even more so. So again, if you were gonna invest in these, I think one set with the inks there, but if you already had the set, or if you had some of these Mildliner brush pens, then maybe you just want to pick an ink that you love the color and just try some of your Mildliners out with it, see what you get. But overall, I'm very happy with the brushes themselves, the pens themselves. And mild baby pink, right? This was the mild liner. And it was no Moto, and this was the baby pink. So that was with the blue, all the colors that you would get in the pink. Most think I like the blue better, which I would have thought I would really like the pink. These are nice though. The colors that were included, I think, were some of the best ones. So I would stick to that. Or if you already had some of these, like I said, I would test out one of the inks maybe to go with them. That could be a fun way to blend. And then these were the ones that I had gotten separately. So, and they were okay. I do like this blue. That was nice. And I like that color anyways, just by itself, so I would definitely get that again. And I like dark gray. And the orange was actually nice. It wasn't like super neon orange, so I would get all those colors again too. So overall, very happy with these. They are a large kind of brush pen though, for kind of larger lettering, I would say. Medium to large. So before we end here, I'll just share from the Tiny Book of Tiny Pleasures by Irene Smith and Astrid Vanderholst. This was gifted to me by my good friend Julia, and I just love it. Let's see what we get. I think you're great. And it says an unexpected love note. That's always nice when you get something. One of my friends at work had left a little note for me on maybe it was Wednesday, I guess, or maybe it was Tuesday, that just thinking of you, and we're almost through the week, and that was so sweet of her, and I love doing that for other people, to leave like a little note like that. Okay, I'm not gonna read all that, oh boy, because I am over on time. So I hope this was helpful, and that maybe it sparked some sort of inspiration with you, and that we'll see you next time when you come back.